Hello there, and welcome to the 11th episode of my Forever World. I've done some work. I've done a little bit of terraforming here, because this used to be just like a ridge where you can fall off. But I've smoothed it out and now you can walk down without a hitch. I will use this space to do stuff, but that's for another day. Pardon me for getting so up close and personal. I didn't see where I was going. So we have plans for today, and that involves farms. I'm going to make a little house which will be an automatic crop farm, and with those villagers I'll be able to trade for emeralds. As I said, this is a very small house, but that's all I really need. I'm trying to use the same block palette as the two previous houses, but there will be some differences. After all, I did use a different reference image. As you can see, this is a little more flat. It's actually just a rectangle, and that's not that great. You always want some shape in your buildings, but I just want this to have an automatic crop farm. That's all I care for right now, and I'm going to try do the best I can with what I've got. As you can see, the windows are already a bit deep, and I'm going to try and make the roof look pretty like creative, pretty flowy. But other than that, this is going to have like farms surrounding it, which will be pretty cool. And I want also to have this little part of the village be very overgrown, just with trees, and it won't be like bushes, but it'll have lots of overhang that will give a lot of shade. I will try to make everything mob proof, but I'm hoping that this will end up looking really cool and green. So this roof gave me a lot of trouble, and it was partly the shape, but also I wanted to figure out how I could use shading without using a lot of granite and jungle as I had done with the previous two houses. I want jungle to be the main block in this build. I want the roof to be lighter. So this is kind of like the opposite of what I have on the other two houses. And the odd thing is, mud brick just didn't seem to work if I used lots of jungle and little granite. It does on the others, you can barely see it, it's just a little transition, but it doesn't work when you use mostly jungle. At least I don't think it does. And as you can see behind me, I've got the roof ready. Now all there is to do is bring over the villagers. I have bred two that were in the first house, the starter house, and now I just need to bring them over to the other house, which I'll have to break the front door for, unfortunately. So a 2 block gap is wide enough. That should be quick and easy, and then I can fix it in no time. So as I bring these over, I just want to explain that one of these villagers ends up dying, and another was zombified, and I fixed that with villagers from the trading hall space that I had back in episode 1. The reason I go all the way back to the trading hall space is because I needed a golden apple and a splash potion of weakness to cure my one villager that's survived. So I had to go back to the trading hall space anyways. So I might as well get a villager from there, and that's how I fixed the problem. And now I have one of the villagers who trades crops for a bit less. So I'm starting off with a beetroot farm. It's not because I want beetroot, but that's what I had most of. So it's going to give me a very big quick start, and unlike me, villagers actually like beetroots, and I can get the emeralds I need from them. The interior is horrible, but I don't really care that much because I don't know, I'm not good at interiors, as I've said before. I'm not going to put much more effort into it. Maybe I'll fix a few things, but not more than that. At least the farm's functional and I can trade with this guy who farms all the beetroot for me. I trade it back to him. I think it's a pretty sweet deal.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So yeah, this whole field is nearly complete, planted. We just need like a few more spots right here, and then I'm going to move on to a different field that's going to have wheat, and then a third one which will have potatoes. Also, to keep everything lit up so that no mobs will spawn and attack my villagers, which did happen, I'm going to make little lantern posts, which will be this. And I'm thinking of making a path. I need to make a path. Now I'm working on a wheat field. It's very small and it's too steep in some areas, which is disappointing. But other than that, it's fine. And if I ever need any wheat, this gives more than enough. And I definitely will need a lot of wheat. As you can see on the roofs of my first two builds, there is a lot of mud brick in there, mud brick stairs. And for that I need dirt and wheat. So yeah, this is temporarily going to be where I'm going to get all my wheat from. I'm going to end the episode here. I've put it off for way too long. I've done so much. I've made 3 little trees that they could have been better. I've made a huge path that leads all the way to the farm. I hope you can see my vision here with surrounding it all with lots of trees. It's going to be very closed. As you can see, there's a huge trunk here in the middle, which I want to make a huge tree of that will have a lot of shade. And then back here there will be more trees, and it's going to be very nice and enclosed. I really love that idea, and I'm hoping it will all go well. I guess, thanks for watching.